Lights are all okay. Lights are okay. So
Lights
just
are
leave it as is.
I didn't do anything.
That's good. That's why I don't want you to do anything.
And now, Pujyatman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda commences tonight's satsang with a Sanskrit peace chant.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We begin with a mystic song by Sri Swami Lalitananda, played and sung by Sri Swami Umananda and Rajneesh.
Our song tonight is called The Spirit of Love. The spirit of love is like the sun shining on all below. The spirit of love sleeps in every heart. The venue of life lies in flowing with the song of humility. When feeling is pure and dullness gone, you know and realize life cannot be without the spirit of love. The spirit of love is like the sun shining on all below. The spirit of love sleeps in every heart. Let the river flow to the sea and enter deep, deep within, feeling like a wave of the endless sea. The spirit of love is like the sun shining on all below. The spirit of love sleeps in every heart. We are recording from the ashram of our revered Guru, Pujyatman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda in Miami, Florida. Today is January the 24th, 2021, Sunday evening, and tonight Swamiji will be lecturing on the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, This is Series 2018, class number 107. And now Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda.
Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om. Adoration to Lord Krishna, the preceptor of the universe, destroyer of the forces of darkness, and bestower of immortality. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 11, is known as Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga, the yoga of cosmic vision. Arjuna had pleaded before Krishna to reveal to him this cosmic vision of the divine self. And Krishna gave a special power to Arjuna, Divya Chakshu, a mystic power to experience cosmic form of God. And in a storyline, Sanjaya relates this to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya has been also given a mystic power to see and learn everything that goes on in the battlefield, even the thoughts that enter the mind of people, and relate all this to Dhritarashtra, which I have explained to you. Sanjaya plays the role of conscience. Arjuna is your very soul. When you are very qualified, then you have all the experience that Arjuna is having in the Gita. Everyone is potential Arjuna, with the goal of attaining God realization. Keeping that in view, Sanjaya uvacha eva muktva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshayamasa parthaya paramam rupam aishwaram. Sanjaya said to King Dhritarashtra, O king, thus saying, the great Lord of Yoga, Sri Hari, revealed his cosmic form to Arjuna. Krishna is described as Mahayogeshwar, the Lord of Yoga, the great Lord of Yoga. The simple meaning behind is God leads the aspirant to success on the path of yoga. Attaining yoga is attaining God realization, self-realization. And God's role is to take you there. God's relation with the devotee, remember, upadrashtanumantacha, bharta bhokta maheshwara. God oversees his devotee's effort, his activities, just like a mother watches over a child. And if you are ready, then God goes on bestowing upon you that which is needed for your evolution. things that you don't have, bringing them and uniting them with you is also called yoga. So whatever is needed is presented to the devotee in divine plan. And God is the absolute performer of this deed of fulfilling the cherished desires of devotees. And for him, he is not ordinary yogi who can confer on you little things of this world. He is Maha-Yogeshwar. He is conferring on you Shakti, Bhakti and Mukti. 3 fingers. Strength, amazing strength. Bhakti, amazing love of God that makes most difficult challenges become saras, simple and purposeful. Tenth verse. Anekavastra nayanam, anekadbhuta darshanam, aneka divyavaranam, divyaneko yudham. With numerous faces and eyes, with multifarious, wondrous scenes, dazzling with divine ornaments, with divine weapons upraised. Divya Drishti is a Drishti of ecstasy, and it is affirmation at its highest. Affirmation and inquiry, reflection. These two blend in experiencing Vishwarupa Darshan. Simple way to understand the world you live in, your very personality, all this is an expression of divine self. Brahman is the reality behind all. A spiritually sensitive aspirant develops that stage of sadhana that there are countless sources for inspiration, living the same world. But there are countless occasions and sources of inspiration. Inspiration that promotes bhakti, devotion to God, and vichar, insightful understanding what the world is about. And this is the climax of positive thinking. While studying it, you will hear the whole Vishwarupa Darshan in one simple chapter. In practice, in sadhana, you must gain that subtle insight that the world is constantly a vision of God. The entire world is darshan of God. Whatever lies before your eyes are lies. Truth is, all that you are seeing is God. But that advanced knowledge, all is God, has to be realized from a practical point of view through degrees of spiritual evolution, the degrees of spiritual progress. To put it in a simple way, sometimes you can be very inspired just to see the face of a beautiful bird and to hear the sound of the throat, cuckoos. Sometimes you can be inspired by little cute children. You can be inspired by a little flower, inspired by a little breeze that blows. Countless sources of inspiration the world is presenting to you at every moment. But in order to be inspired, your mind must be ready for it. So the more you practice your sadhana and integral yoga, greater is your entry into this domain of cosmic vision. Aneka vaktranayanam, anekadbhuta darshanam, aneka divyabharanam, divyaneko jata yudham. So with numerous faces and eyes, numerous wondrous scenes, every scene is a wonder. Ashcharya. How does a tree, very ugly looking tree, brings out such beautiful flower? How does a little spider brings out a very scientific web? Tremendous art of engineering. Consider the lilies of the field. How do they blossom? This is giving you a subtle spiritual art of being addicted to God's glory. This is spiritual addiction, which is absolutely positive. Instead of keeping the mind constantly dominated by worries and anxieties. Worries, anxieties, these are the faces of demon, faces of ignorance. Instead of seeing cosmic form of ignorance, everything negative, see the cosmic form of God. Dazzling with divine ornaments. All virtuous qualities are ornaments. With divine weapons upraised. Divine weapons are all the things needed for your sadhana. For karma yoga, you need the field of performing your duty well. So everything you need in your karma yoga, your typewriter, your website, and all that, these becomes expressions of divine glory. In other words, God is providing you with all these things. So be thankful to God. And God has provided you with your own nervous system. And see the miracle of your brain. And your own personality performs the function of an iPad. Rajneesh, give me a moment. God presents you with sadhana samagri. Sadhana samagri means all things needed for any special sadhana you are doing. And sadhana is, broadly speaking, four stages: karma yoga, bhakti yoga, dhyana yoga, jnana yoga. So you become deeply, sincerely involved in your Godward movement. Then all the materials needed. And so when you receive the material, of course, they thank the person who gives you, but realize the person who has given you, He is a channel of this cosmic form. He has countless hands, and he has countless eyes, he has countless heads, countless tongues. All the tongues of people are his tongues. All the eyes are his eyes. So, and that spiritual sensitivity has to develop. So in the beginning, instead of allowing the mind for all, just try with little pinches of inspiration. You are going to do your puja, and you need flowers. You go to the garden, suddenly a tree brushes against your nose and shows there are flowers. Who did that? It's God's fingers presented you with those flowers. So be thrilled in whatever step you are taking towards your puja, going to your garden, being touched by the tree, being touched by the flower, you pick the flower, bring to the deity. But this is external. Now deeper, as sadhana continues, internally your heart is developing purification. Your bhavana set was kind of a jungle. Now beautiful blossoms are coming up. At this stage I want to share with you 8 offerings of divine flower. Ashtabhava pushpa. Ahimsa prathamam pushpam. Dvitiyam indriya nigraha. Sarva pushpam daya bhute. Pushpam shanti vishishyate. Samah pushpam tapah pushpam. Dhyanam pushpam cha saptamam. Satyam chaivashtamam pushpam. Etai tushyati keva shava. Etai revashtabhi pushpai. Tushyati evarchito hari. Pushpantarani satyantantra. Bahyani manujottamam. Non-violence is first flower. He's talking now about the real spiritual virtues. These are the flowers. External flowers are the means leading you to your internal flowers. You enshrine God in the lotus of your heart. And these virtues become the best of flowers. Ahimsa is the first. Indriya nigraha, control of the senses, second. Daya, compassion, is the third. Shanti or peace, peace-loving state of mind, is the fourth flower. Shama or serenity is the fifth. Tapa or austerity is the sixth. Dhyana or meditation is the seventh. Satyam or revelation of truth is the eighth flower. Lord Krishna is pleased with the offerings of these flowers. Lord Hari is indeed pleased with these divine flowers from the garden of the heart. Offerings of external flowers are also important. Remember, after telling all that, this point is added, offerings of external flowers. All external flowers you are using to promote your internal flowers. So, the world presents all the external resources to enrich you in a spiritual way. This occurs in Agni Puran. Divyamalyambaradharam divyagandhanulepanam sarvashcharyamayam devam anantam vishwato mukham. Resplendent with divine garlands and divine apparel, anointed with celestial perfumes, full of wonders, shining effulgent, infinite, with innumerable faces on all sides. Such is the form Lord Krishna revealed to Arjuna. But don't hold it just like a history. Yes, he revealed all this. No. Understand what it means. The entire world and all this experience of the world is constant cosmic vision. And so, allow your mind to receive spiritual association with things of this world. The sun rises, wonder of wonders, how darkness moves away and the light fills the earth with joy. Countless stars in the sky. The stars that are not there at this moment, but they still continue to twinkle, twinkle before your eyes. So wonder. So while you wander in the world, wonder about these things. So allow and behind that wonder, remember each thing that is urging your mind to experience wonder is like a touch of God. God is the wonder of wonders. And He is revealing Himself through all things, through beautiful taste of food, through your digestive process, through your organic functions of your body. All these are also wonder. God is revealing, expressing His glory in countless ways. And with that wondrous presentation of God, do not hold in your mind a nihilistic view of life. That He who is the source of your personality, His blessings are boundless. So develop more and more faith and surrender to God. And turn to the world around you with a mind that becomes inspired, with multifarious, wondrous scenes, dazzling with divine ornaments, with divine weapons upraised, divine ornaments all that beautifies your personality, good qualities, strength of faith, spiritual insight, all that beautifies your personality is ornaments. But even material ornaments should become a source of inspiration. How rings make your ears dazzle in a special way. Glory to God. And sadhana materials are the divine weapons. For every sadhana you need certain different, for meditation you need certain mala, certain type of seat, certain type of equipment that you become completely free of noises. So all these are weapons of God. And these weapons are upraised everywhere. Divis Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Dugiyaduthita Yadi Bhasadrishi Sasyat Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. If they were to shine forth simultaneously, 1,000 suns in the sky, even that effulgence could not compare with the splendor of the mighty being. He is the light of lights. Anywhere there is splendor, think of this sun and think of countless reflected suns. Countless reflected suns, they are also the sun. They are like millions of suns in the world. Put them all together, they can't compare with the sun. All things that shine and dazzle human mind, even in infinite measure, they cannot compare with the glory of God. Tatraikastam jagat krishnam pravivyaktam anekadha apashyad deva devasya sharire pandavastada. There, resting within the infinite form of the God of gods, Arjuna beheld the entire universe with all its diversified manifestations. Tatah sa vishmayavisto rishtaro madhananjaya pranamya shirasa devam kritanjali rabhasata. Then Arjuna, filled with wonder, with his hair standing on end, bowing his head to the Lord, spoke with folded hands. Some special words have been used. Arjuna experienced Shrishta Roma, Romanch, horripilation. Hairs standing on end. There are special expressions in your personality when bhavana, feeling within you, begins to develop purification. When feelings turn towards divine love. First, Swarabhanga. Swarabhanga means you can't express it clearly. You develop a certain degree of dumbness. It is so joyous that your mouth says, ah. Swarabhanga. Next type of sentiment is Vishmaya, surprise. Next, Romanch, horripilation. Next, Ashru, cool water, tears begin to flow from your eyes. Not hot tears, cool tears. Swed, perspiration. These biological changes occur because your thoughts and feelings are deeply involved with your body and its functions. Next is Kampan, shaking. The body trembles. And finally, Murcha. You simply become lost in ecstasy, as if you have swooned away. Swarabhanga, breaking of the sound. Vishmaya, surprise. Romanch, horripilation. Ashru, tears. Swed, perspiration. Kampan, shaking. Murcha, soon. Not soon. If it happens soon, it's good. Then Arjuna, filled with wonder, ततः स विस्मयाविष्टो हृष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरसभाषत. Then Arjuna, filled with wonder, with his hair standing on end, bowing his head to the Lord, spoke with folded hands. Arjuna uvacha pashyami devanstava devadehe sarvanstatha bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasanastha rishinscha sarvanuraganshcha divyan. Arjuna said, O divine being, I behold in your body all the gods and hosts of various classes of being, as well as Brahma seated on his lotus, and all the sages and celestial serpents. All this highly allegorical. The whole world that's just to normal human beings is a basis of countless worries, anxieties, creating negative karmas, leading people to increasing state of bondage, leading to hell, as it were. The same universe, the same world is a constant inspiration and thrill, promoting increasing devotion and increasing wisdom, leading the soul to experience success in integral yoga. So when you have your vision has turned in that direction, you are becoming devotee of the cosmic form of God. And the cosmic form of God contains everything, from the highest to the lowest. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma seated on the lotus. All gods are part of the body of cosmic self. All the sages and saints, all yogis with psychic powers, they are described as celestial serpents. Anekabahu darvaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvato nantarupam nantam na madhyam na punastanadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, deity of cosmic form, I behold you everywhere with countless forms, countless arms, stomachs, mouths, and eyes. Try to understand that in a very simple way. Look around you. You are seeing all the eyes. And every person has a stomach, countless stomachs. But so in all this experience, what's the source, what's the reality? You are seeing God. See the miracle of your eyes, the miracle of your thinking. Behind all that, there's the glory of God. Who is the doer? Who is the light of lights? Who is the seer? And who is your reality? Your ego is not you. And all the assistance you get from people, they are from the arms of God. There's countless mouths, all the consolation and help you get from the tongues of people who tell you wonderful things, inspire you, calm you down. God is behind it. Because all eyes are His eyes, all tongues are His tongues, including your own. They're all divine. God's tongues, God's eyes, God's nose, God's nails. And with this I'm going to conclude. Om. Om. Om Shri Krishnaya Namah. Om Shri Krishnaya Namah. Ram, 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 Ram. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Prayer for shower of Karunamaya Ras, grace of God over all, with the blessings of Shakti, Bhakti and Mukti. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukum Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyama Mritat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Are there any questions? Okay, then we conclude for tonight and join Swamiji on Tuesday night for Yoga Vashishta at 7:30.
Om Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you so much.